Hello and welcome to Romania. It's a country full of old castles, beautiful views and secret spots just waiting for you to find them. Here, the big Carpathian mountains stand tall against the sky, and old forests seem to tell stories from long ago. A really cool adventure is waiting for you. From its busy, exciting cities to its quiet, peaceful, wild areas, Romania gives every traveler a special and amazing experience. In this video, we're going to show you the top 10 best places to visit. You'll see amazing views, old wonders, and things you just have to do. We'll explore places where stories and real life mix, where you can feel the past in the old stone streets and big castles. Every place we visit is like a chapter in Romania's big, interesting story. It shows how strong its culture is and how beautiful its nature has always been. So get ready. Get ready to plan your best trip to Romania. Together, we'll explore all the amazing parts of this wonderful country. We invite you to look closer. Listen to the old spirit of this land, and make memories that I know will last forever. Our adventure starts right now, as we explore this European treasure. Our trip starts here, at Bran Castle. Famous for its mix of history and legend, Bran Castle stands tall on a rocky cliff. Its stones hold stories of queens, knights, and Dracula. The castle's towers and old style evoke spooky stories and mysteries. Walking its twisty stairs, you can picture the people who lived here. It's a symbol of Romania's amazing history. After the strong defensive Bran Castle, we travel to a place that's like something out of a fairy tale. It's so fancy. This is Peleș Castle, hidden in a peaceful valley in the Carpathian Mountains near a town called Scenic. Built in the late 1800s by King Carol I, it's a beautiful palace, not a fort. The castle boasts Renaissance architecture, cool towers, and over 160 rooms. Inside, it has European art, crystal lights, and historic weapons. It was the first castle in Europe with electricity and heating. The gardens make it look even more like a fairy tale. Now we go right into the heart of Transylvania, to Sighișoara. It's a town where it feels like time has stopped. The UN calls it a World Heritage Site, which means it's super special. This old town is one of the last old-style forts in Europe where people still live. As I walk these old stone streets with colorful, very old houses on each side, I can't help but feel how much history is here. It's amazing. This town is famous because it's where Vlad Dracula, who later became known as Vlad the Impaler, was born. The clock tower, standing like a guard at the main gate, is the most famous thing to see in Sighișoara. Climbing its narrow wooden stairs gives you a fantastic view of the whole old town from the top. From up there, you can really see how the old town was planned out. Exploring Sighișoara is like walking through a history book. The best part about Sighișoara isn't just its big buildings, but the little things. The old doors, the flower boxes in the windows. It's a really deep feeling of being in the olden days. Now we go right into the heart of Transylvania to Sighișoara. It's a town where it feels like time has stopped. The UN calls it a World Heritage Site, which means it's super special. This old town is one of the last old-style forts in Europe where people still live. This town is famous because it's where Vlad Dracula, who later became known as Vlad the Impaler, was born. The clock tower, standing like a guard at the main gate, is the most famous thing to see in Sighișoara. Climbing its narrow wooden stairs gives you a fantastic view of the whole old town from the top. From up there you can really see how the old town was planned out. Exploring Sighișoara is like walking through a history book. Chapter 4. Transfăgărășan Highway, a twisty road through the mountains. Now we're going on a different kind of adventure. One of the most exciting roads ever made, the Transfăgărășan Highway. Built in the 1970s, it was a huge job. Driving on the Transfăgărășan is just, wow, so amazing. The road twists and turns, climbing over 2,000 meters high. Around every corner there's a new view, steep rock walls, waterfalls, and wide valleys. At the top, Bălea Lake offers a peaceful moment. The Transfăgărășan is a special place, a dance between human ingenuity and nature. Chapter 5. Danube Delta, a watery maze full of animals. Our trip now takes us to a place where water is king. It's a huge, amazing place full of different kinds of plants and animals. The Danube Delta. It's the second biggest river delta in Europe, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Going through the delta by boat is the only real way to see how pretty and big it is. This is one of the most important places in the world for birds that travel long distances. Hundreds of types of birds find food and shelter here. You can hear birds singing everywhere. And the water is full of fish. It shows how rich this delta is. Not many people live in the delta. There are just small, old-style fishing villages here and there. Their lives are all about the river when it floods and when it gives them food. Exploring the Danube Delta is like being right in the middle of nature, seeing it at its wildest and most active. It reminds us how important it is to keep these wild places safe. Chapter 6. Cluj-Napoca, Transylvania's lively culture city. Now we leave the wild delta and go to a busy, energetic city that's like the main city and cultural heart of Transylvania, Cluj-Napoca. This is a place where old history and new modern life meet and mix in an exciting way. Cluj, as people usually call it, is a city full of new ideas, smart thinking, and a friendly feeling. The old center of Cluj-Napoca is full of beautiful old buildings. St. Michael's Church, a huge, amazing Gothic church, stands tall in Union Square, Piața Unirii. Around it are pretty Baroque buildings painted in warm colors. Walking through the city's squares and old stone streets, you see bits of its Roman past and old city walls. Cluj is famous for its fun festivals, especially for movies and music that bring people from all over the world. Cluj-Napoca is a cool mix of old and new. It's a city that loves its long history but is also excited about new things. Chapter 7. Turda Salt Mine, an amazing underground world. Our adventure now takes us deep under the ground, into one of Romania's most surprising and special places, the Salina Turda, or Turda Salt Mine. This isn't just any mine, it's a huge, amazing place underground with big caves and tunnels dug out over hundreds of years to get salt. Going down into Salina Turda is like going into another world. The air is cool and fresh and it has a special, good-for-you smell of salt. Giant caves, like the Rudolf Mine and the Teresia Mine, have been turned into something new and clever. Inside these huge spaces, you can find an underground lake where you can row boats, a Ferris wheel, mini-golf, and even bowling. The lights are set up really well, showing off the incredible salt walls and how tall and big the rooms are, like cathedrals. Besides all the fun things, the mine itself is a wonder of nature. Salina Turda is a place where history, nature, and clever human ideas all come together in a really awesome way. We are now in Sibiu, a city in Transylvania known for its old squares and beautiful German-style buildings. Its rich culture is vibrant. Founded by Transylvanian Saxons in the 1100s, Sibiu is charming. Its old center is a maze of stone streets and squares. Sibiu's houses have unique eye windows. These eyes seem to follow you. The Great Square and Small Square are main spots. The Liar's Bridge is a famous landmark, named European Capital of Culture in 2007. Sibiu invites you to explore its hidden courtyards and alleys. Our journey through Romania brings us to Hunedoara and the stunning Corvin Castle, also known as Hunyad Castle. This Gothic masterpiece looks like it came from a fairy tale. Built in the 1400s by the Hunyadi family, it's a perfect example of Gothic style. Walking over the wooden bridge to Corvin Castle feels like traveling back to the Middle Ages. Inside, explore halls, rooms, and chapels full of history. The Knights' Hall and Diet Hall tell stories of power and grandeur. Corvin Castle is a symbol of Romania's rich past. Our big tour of Romania ends in its capital city, Bucharest. This big city has lots of interesting contrasts. Wide, fancy streets meet bits of its old past. It was called Little Paris for its pretty buildings. Bucharest has a rich history. Exploring Bucharest shows its many sides. The old town with its historic churches and cafes shows how the city started. The huge palace of the parliament is a reminder of Ceausescu's era. Streets like Calea Victoriei show off Belle Epoque buildings. Bucharest is changing and becoming new again. Parks like Herăstrău Park are peaceful spots in the city. Bucharest is an interesting and unforgettable city experience. Romania is full of amazing things, from old castles that touch the sky like ancient guards, to beautiful mountains that reach for the clouds and protect wild, untouched nature. We've traveled through places full of legends, explored cities buzzing with history and busy life, and looked into natural spots full of all kinds of animals and plants. Each place we've seen is just a little look into how deep and different this amazing country really is. You can hear the stories of a rich past in every stone, and the chance for new adventures is in every breeze. The question now, as our trip comes to an end, is which of these wonderful places will you choose to explore first? Romania has so many different things to offer that every traveler can create their own special adventure. I really hope this journey has made you curious and want to see the magic of Romania for yourselves. Subscribe and check out our travel deals for more unforgettable journeys. Until then, I hope your travels are full of wonder and discovery.